Got it. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rohit Kumar, Assistant Professor at IIMT College of Law. Uh, Today's topic we will discuss state and its element. As has been stated, one aspect of political science is to deal with the state, the highest of all human institution, human association. The Greek used the word polis, for which the word city-state corresponds most closely to the English term civitas, which also means the same, along with the notion of public welfare. The Teutons employed the term status, which form only a part of the phrase. The modern term state has been derived from the word status, earlier employed by the Teutons. It was Niccolo Machiavelli who first used the term state in political science. Thus, it becomes very clear that uh, very important. It becomes very clear that the term state did not become very popular until 16th century. The people living in a greater part of medieval Europe did not know the concept of a modern state. In course of time, the word become very popular and acquired a neutral sense of authority. The term state is central to the study of political science, but it is wrongly used as a synonym of nation, society, and government, etc. The term state is also used as state management and state aid and so on. Also, as the uh, state of Indian territory and the United States and state that makes United States of America. But in political science, we use this term differently, and we have different and we have it has more specific meaning. There are some scholars uh, they given different definitions of a state. The first one is according to Bluntschli, the state is a politically organized people of a definite territory. Second one, Garner said that state is a community of persons, more or less numerous, permanently occupying a definite portion of territory, independent or nearly so of external control, and possessing an organized government to which the great body of inhabitants render habitual obedience. Lasky talk about the state. State is a territorial society divided into a government and subject, whether individual or association of individual whose relationships are determined by the exercise of this supreme coercive power. One famous scholar, Gilchrist, said, state is a concept of political science and a moral reality which exists where a number of people living on a definite territory are unified under government, which in internal matters is the organ of expressing their sovereignty and in external matter is independent of other government. Human beings are social animal and they cannot live alone, and when people live together they fulfill their social needs, but everybody is not good and kind. They all are short of uh, man and woman exhibit various emotions such as pride, jealousy, greed, and selfishness. State exists for the sake of good life, and it is an essential and natural institution. And as Aristotle said, the state comes into existence originating in the bare needs of life and continues its existence for the sake of good life. It is only within a state that individual can rise with or his ability If there is no authority and no organization and no rules, then society cannot be held together. The state has existed where human beings have lived in an organized society. The structure of the state has evolved gradually over a period of long time from a simple to a complex organization. However, the Marxists believe that state is a class organization which has been created by the bourgeoisie class to oppress and exploit the poor. They refuse to believe that state is a natural and institution. Bourgeoisie class created the state and it has always belonged to them only. The state is just a means of exploitation. Therefore, they visualize the situation of class-based society or communism in which there will not be any need of the state. State will thus wither away. Now we will discuss the element of a state. There are four important elements of a state: population, territory, government, and sovereignty. We will discuss one by one. The first one is population. It is an association of large group individuals. So people are primary element. Population also acts as a resource of a state. The state is a human institution. It is a people who make a state. Antarctica is not a state as is it is without any human population. The population must be able to sustain a state, but the question is how much should be the population is. Plato and Aristotle ideals were the Greek, the state of Athens and Sparta. Plato fixed the number of uh, people in an ideal state at 5040. Aristotle laid down a general principle that the state should be neither be large or nor small. Rousseau put the number at 10,000, but it is very difficult to fix the size of people in a state. The quality of population is very important. A state requires healthy, intelligent, and disciplined citizens. They should be possessed with quality of vitality. The composition of population is also very important. A state with the homogeneous can be governed easily. The second one is territory, and the second element of state is territory. A definite and more or less permanent geographical territory is required. The population usually resides within the territory. Apart from size of the territory, the type of geography, natural resources, climate, etc. are also factor in determining the state as either strong and powerful or not. Living together in a common land that binds people together, love for territory indicates the spirit of patriotism. Some call their countries as fatherland and some call it motherland, but there is a definite attachment with one's territory. The quality of land is also very important. If the land is rich in mineral and natural resources, it will make the state economically powerful. It should be uh, able to provide enough food for its people. The territory may be small or large, but the state has to have a definite land. It may be as small as Marino, which has an area of 62 square kilometer, or it may be as large as India, USA, and Russia and China. The size of a state influence the form of government. For example, a smaller state can have a unitary form of government, but for the large states like India and USA, the federal system is relatively suitable. The third element of a state is government. Government is a political organization of a state and helps in the day-to-day functioning of the state. Government helps uh, makes policies that affect the lives of the population of that state. The purpose for which people live together cannot be realized unless they are properly organized and accept of conduct. Uh, the agency created to enforce rules of conduct and ensure obedience is called government. Government is also the focus of the common purpose of the people occupying a definite territory. It is through this medium can common policies are determined, common affairs are regulated, and common interests are promoted. Without a government, the people will lack cohesion and means of collective action. There would be groups, parties, and warring association and conditions of wars and chaos. So there is a need of common authority and word order where people live. This is a prerequisite of human life. The state cannot and does not exist without a government, no matter of what form of government may assume. The government is a must, though it may take any form. It may have a monarchy like Bhutan or republic as in India. It may have a parliamentary form of government like India or Great Britain, or a presidential form of government as in the United States of America. Now, the last element of state is sovereignty. People, this is a characteristic of state that distinguished state from all other association. Simply put, it is the ultimate power without challenge from any other institution or association. Of people inhabiting a definite portion of territory and having a government do not constitute a state so long as they do not possess sovereignty. India, August 1947, had all other three elements of the state, but it lacked sovereignty and therefore it was not a state. Sovereignty is the supreme power by which the state commands and exerts political obedience from its people. A state must be internally supreme and free from external control. Thus, sovereignty has two aspects, internal or external. Internal sovereignty is the state monopoly of authority inside its boundaries. This authority cannot be shared with any other state. The state is independent and its will is unaffected by the will of any other external authority. Uh, Therefore, every state must have a population and definite territory, duly established government, and sovereignty. The absence of any of these elements deprive it the state of state